right, good morning, guys and gals. So, as normal, we're gonna get ready and shoot to the gym. Today, I'm just gonna do a little bit of all-around stuff that's been doing fairly good for me. As I was ill a few weeks ago, I ended up taking about 10 days off from the gym, and I'm slowly trying to build it right back up. So that's what I've been kind of doing. I am gonna go off of a strong routine. So if you lift weights or you want to get into a program or whatever it is best to have kind of a scheduled series of what you're going to do or doing specific exercises. Just so you don't show up and you kind of screw around. That's always the catch with not having something already pre-built. So I am going to screw around today. With that being said, I'm just going to go and do some cardio. I'm trying to up my cardio, do probably some chest, shoulders, triceps, something like that today. Maybe even a little legs again. So that's this morning. I think this afternoon we're going to kind of talk through how and what we use, go through some of the setups that we're doing. So if you guys either know of a better way or you like what we're doing, let us know there as well. So I think once we're done at the gym, we'll come back, we'll sit down and kind of just walk through some of that stuff. So stay tuned, guys. As always, be as healthy as you possibly can. Do those extra things that you can do in your life to kind of give you that extra edge, whether it's you're eating too much fried food, drinking too much soda. You could go for walks, you don't. Simple stuff. It's 2017. Take one step and make sure that step's worth your time. Don't just kind of halfway do stuff. I know a lot of us, including myself, have a tendency of wanting to do something. You go to do it, it's very limited, and it's not exactly what you want. So make it what you want. And yeah, you're going to have to work for it, and it's not always going to be fun, but you're going to get what you wanted instead of kind of meeting in the middle. So let's keep going, and we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so we are working out here at the gym I go to, and I found some shit. I don't know what it is. This thing looks like a space-aged bicycle. There's two of them. They adjust. I'm afraid of them. And then there's this thing. I'm not really sure what it's for, but it does have a brake handle. So I'm gonna go old school and use equipment that actually has weights hooked to it, or I put them on it. You know what these are? Comment below. All right, guys, so welcome back, and today's gone really well. It was rather cold this morning. It was in the single digits, so it was really cold. Beautiful sunset in the morning. A I'll throw that up here and show you guys that. We hit the gym. The gym's been going very well for us, for me. I'm pushing really hard. I'm gonna continue to push hard. I've been watching what I eat, and so if you're kind of following along, that's gonna be kind of an ongoing thing. So I'm gonna wrap it up here shortly, but a couple of things I wanted to talk about. So the vlogging deal, it's new to me. I've never done anything like this before. So I have a stationary camera. That's what you see right here. This is a stationary camera that I have set up mostly because I'll do my other business stuff, and it's easy just to have it set up because I am shooting other video footage as well. So some of the videos shot on the main camera, which is the Sony one, which I mentioned before. It's a bigger camera. It's about this big. Let's see. So, real quick. Let's see if I can tell you. It's a really nice camera. It's my main production camera. So it's just set up here. I'm not gonna bring it around with me, but I did want to show you guys kind of some of the other setups I'm using. I use the, it's an iPhone 6. So when I'm at the gym, this is what you guys are seeing. The footage is with this guy. And I just record it just like you would with a video. And then I just take it off the phone, upload it, and then I use Adobe Premiere to cut and edit. And then I've got a bunch of stuff in Adobe plugins and other things. I'm not gonna go into that, it's not a tutorial, but I do use GoPros. So I use just the GoPro 4 Silver, just mount it to my dash. A couple of tips to this. Obviously, make sure if you're gonna use this, especially for, you know, home videos, or if you're gonna go out and do some off-roading stuff, just make sure that this is always clean. The suction cup mount is clean. And then the trick to it, obviously, is push this in, clamp it back, and then make sure you adjust it. The cool thing with the Hero 4s is that you do have the screen on the back here. Turn it on. And I think this one's actually gonna die because I forgot to turn it off. But yeah, it's gonna die. Ultimately though, you can see what the image is gonna be. So when you go to mount this in your, if you're gonna use it for your front view on your car, or your truck, or whatever, you can get it all set up and see kind of what you're shooting, and then be good to go. The goods and the bads. So I've used GoPros for a long time. If you watch some of my other videos, I'm using GoPros in them a lot. Why? Because they're great cameras. They're great action cams. They do a good job. They do what they're supposed to. You don't have to worry about them. The goods and the bads with it is you got to pay attention to what you're doing, or else the battery's going to die, or the memory card's going to get full. So constantly cycle the batteries, constantly keep up with the memory card. So that's, when you see these speed up sessions of driving around or whatever, that's what you're seeing. This one is dead because I forgot about it. I got busy doing some stuff, so that's what that one is. The other camera that I use, so I use my cell phone. The mic appears to be okay on the cell phone. The GoPro mic, though, to me is just kind of mediocre. So I have a couple of microphones. This mic that I'm talking to you guys right now with is actually right here, and this is a Rode Pro mic. This is what I use if I'm doing any kind of professional shoots or anything like that. It does a great job. It's on a mic stand. You can change a couple of different things, so I get louder voices. You talk to it. It does a great job. It's just a fantastic microphone. It is all wired up. I'm not going to go into a lot of details. But the one that you see me in the truck with, that I'm going to get better with, is this guy right here. So this is just kind of a handheld cold shoe with 2 cold shoes on the top, which is your adapter. It's a cold shoe, if you don't know, and you're just getting into photography or cameras, you want to get adapters like this, because all of your audio and your lighting stuff comes with what's called a cold shoe. It's this guy right here. And you just slide it. There's the cold shoe. You just slide it on, lock it down. I have a mic on this. This is just a stationary Rode mic, so it doesn't have any As you can see, it doesn't have on and off. It's kind of a passive deal. And then I've got the mic adapter for your camera. In this case, it's obviously a GoPro camera. Looks like this. I would suggest if you're gonna look at doing a setup like this, or you're gonna do something similar, get this stuff off of eBay. I mean, it's a lot cheaper if you go and buy the accessories straight through GoPro. Good for you. I have a lot of GoPro accessories that make great stuff, but some of this stuff you can get cheaper off of Amazon, and it's gonna serve the same purpose. So this just plugs into the side. This is the open mount. I do have a lens over the front just to protect it, as this is kind of jarring around and I don't want anything to mess with the lens. This is also just a Hero 4 camera. And this is another adapter for it. And this is a tripod adapter that you can get also on Amazon for a couple of bucks. I would definitely get this off of Amazon and not buy the GoPro one. Why? Because the cost of this, a couple of bucks, versus the GoPro one, which I think is like 10 or 15 bucks. It's kind of ridiculous. And then you can mount your GoPro actually to a tripod or to anything that takes your standard tripod mount. In this case, it just screws into the bottom of it. It is adjustable. This mount itself, I got off of Amazon a couple of bucks. I mean, a lot of this setup right here is the most expensive parts on it are going to be the mic and the actual camera. The rest of the stuff, I mean, it serves the same purpose. There isn't a frequency loss or gain due to the how good this little cord is. This cord right here comes with the Rode mic. And then there's this guy, the XS series. I actually got this, I think, from Best Buy. This is a light, because obviously it gets dark. I'm running lights right here. I've got a light right over here, light right over here. And then obviously all the lights in the garage that kind of help with illumination so you can see me clearly and it isn't shadow casting. We'll go into lighting and all that stuff later. I just wanted to kind of touch on this stuff as I'm kind of setting it up and as we kind of move forward. This is pretty cool though, the XS. It has these mounts right here, so you can actually position this in multiple different ways. The cold shoes on the bottom, and it has a tripod. As you can see there, this top one is also just a tripod mount that you can unhook, move it to other sides. So if you want to position it, depending on what mount you use, you can position it any way you want. It is full LED, looks like that. It's kind of flooded with all the other light, but you can see how it kind of dims me because the camera sensors pick that up on the nicer camera. So this is the setup that I'm currently running. I do have a DSLR camera that I do photography stuff with, and I was originally actually shooting with some of that. I need to get a newer one. It's a few years old, so it doesn't have all these fancy features like the camera that I'm shooting with right here. I just wanted to share this stuff with you, so as I kind of run around and you're seeing different stuff, and it's a little bit different imaging, this is the reason why. So this is the current vlog setup. I'm still adjusting. It's a different world when you've got to kind of video yourself doing different things. And I know that some of it so far maybe isn't super exciting to see, but we're building to that. I haven't done any stationary stuff as far as set some stuff up in the garage and go do this project or that project yet, but it is coming. We are going to do I'll do some garage cleanup, kind of walk through some of the setup here. As you can see, I got kind of the Urban Outlaw setup behind me, some tool stuff, some garage cleanup stuff as we kind of progress. But right now, I want to kind of keep it simple, kind of keep it sweet and short. I mean, short as it can be. I don't have time limitations on this stuff. Most of it's just kind of me doing the daily stuff. The workout stuff I think is important. Hopefully it'll inspire some of you to kind of say, you know, this guy's doing it wrong. I'm telling you, he's doing it wrong. This is why. Hey, good for you. Tell me I'm wrong. You get out there and prove me wrong. That's what we want. That's the point of the vlog and the discussions. And it goes the same for this kind of forum too. So as we kind of do this stuff, hey, if you don't like it, great. Leave a comment below. If you do like it, leave a comment below as well. Share, subscribe. Let's get this stuff out there. Let's keep growing it. We do have Instagram, Twitter. We're on Facebook. The Wrenched Out Experiment, it is a growing thing. So the business side of it as I've mentioned before, and I'll continue to mention, is going to be more on the business block. This is more kind of daily activity, so we can kind of feed you guys some extra content and kind of keep a rapport and start building, I guess, a stronger, more bold relationship. So we will take you guys along. If you saw the last vlog, I went and did some video shooting. Man, it has been freaking cold here. So not only has it been cold, we've also had some windstorms come through. So it's just been horrendous to be outside for any amount of time. So we haven't got to do some of the things that we've wanted to do. So, you know, that's where the vlog comes in as well. Because traditionally speaking, I had planned on doing this big photo shoot, video shoot, and producing kind of a cool wrenched out experiment original production. And some of it's kind of halted because it was so cold, and then the next day was a windstorm, and then it just kept kind of going that direction, and that's okay. So now we have a format so we can continue making content. And if you guys have questions on any of the stuff that you see me doing, or some of the stuff that we have that we're using, hey, ask the questions. You can either ask them in the comments below. If you're not comfortable, you don't want to leave a comment below, get a hold of us at admin@wrenchedoutexperiment.com. Also check out our website. That's still growing as well. We're adding new content to all of these things, so we're still growing. The greatest part about this and why we're so excited is you get both sides of what we're doing on one channel. So you get the vlog, which is kind of a daily activity thing, weekly activity thing. We try to squeeze this stuff in as often as we can, and then we piece it together to kind of throw an episode. And so we got that going. We also have the business block going, so we're going to keep that alive as well. The business block playlist, you can check that out. That's obviously on the channel too. That's more of the business side, where we look at what we're doing and we talk about it. Not only what we're doing, but some of the things that you, if you're looking at doing a business, or you're just looking at, hey, what are some things I can do different? That's where you guys can check that out as well. It's not just if you're an entrepreneur. It's not just if you're gonna start a business. It's some life stuff. And we believe in a lot of this stuff. We've read a lot of books. Again, I do have a business partner and partners that I work with for the business side, the Wrenched Out Experiment side of things. And there's a lot of great tools out there, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to engage with you guys on some opportunities. And some of these opportunities, all it takes is you. All it takes is a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and you guys can make some pretty important changes, whether it's for your life, for your friends, for your family, whatever it is. And these are journeys that we're going on as well. As we grow, as we learn, as we listen, we're going to continue to share these things because it's important. We think they're important. That's why we're doing this. And I hope you guys do as well. So, hey, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Wrenched Out Vlog. We've got plenty more to come. We've got some exciting things we're going to announce in the future here. I'll throw a tidbit out there, and the word collaboration is coming. So we're going to have some collabs for a different segment of this that we're working on. So we're super excited about that. 2017 is going to be the year. So Wrenched Out Experiment was established 2016, 2017. We're launching well beyond our means as far as 2016. So we're super excited, and I hope you guys are too. So as always, thanks for checking us out. Hey, leave some comments. I know I've said that multiple times, but hey, we don't know what you're thinking, what you do and you don't like if you're not telling us. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next vlog.